Hey guys, Kevin here. What I'm going to do in this video is talk about live streaming. Now, if you're a YouTube junkie or if you watch a lot of videos online, I'm sure you are aware of live streaming. It's become so popular. I'm seeing it a lot on Facebook now. Facebook, I've got a thing called Facebook Live. Twitter purchased Periscope. And obviously, anyone who likes gaming will be aware of Twitch. Twitch, there's apps for it in PS4 and Xbox One. And, there's still websites like Ustream that are quite popular for streaming as well. It's quite bizarre. YouTube are like the biggest video website online by far. They're miles ahead of Vimeo and Dailymotion and all that. They're miles ahead of that. But when it comes to live streaming, they're actually a bit behind. And I've tried live streaming a few times on my channel. I love the idea of doing live streaming. I love the idea of just recording something live, being able to interact with an audience live. I could watch a live event or read an article as and when and just report on it then. Also, from an editing point of view, when I'm recording through this camera, what I have to do is record it through the camera. I need to put it into Premiere Pro, like this, mess about with it, get all the audio settings right, and then I need to process the video, and then I need to upload it. The difference is, when you live stream, you can just produce a video and then it's live. It's online. There's no messing about with editing. I mean, you can change some settings beforehand, but by and large, you just click record and then it's online. The functionality with YouTube is a little bit behind with this though. They have it with Google Hangouts, with Google Plus. And Google Hangouts, it's not the product it should be. It's got a lot of great potential. It's got a lot of cool little features and tools. It never really quite became the product that it should have been. I did a couple of live streams through Google Hangout about a year or so ago through my channel, and the output isn't great. If you actually look at the footage, the audio is a tiny bit out of sync, and you're not getting 1080p. Even though my webcam there can do 1080p, it was streaming at 720p. The footage was just really poor, and the output it's not good enough. You see a huge difference between the output from a Google Hangout and the output from a video such as this. So it wasn't quite there. But Google have a thing called Google Live, and all you do is you go to your upload button on your channel and you'll see an option here, live streaming, get started. When you click on that, it's got stream now beta, and it brings you to this page here to help you do live streaming. This is how I did the stream the other day, and I used OBS, and what they do is they give you a server key and a server URL, and you enter it into your software, and the software encodes it, and then it streams it to this server URL, and you input your details here. Should be simple. It's set up so that it should work, but the software wasn't there. I'm going to try a few different things, but I'm hoping that I don't have to. There's the recommendation here. YouTube will get if you go to the live dashboard, it's youtube.com/live_dashboard. There's an encoding page, and it recommends the Android gaming app, the YouTube gaming app for Android. It recommends a physical game capture device called HD60. That's just for gaming. It recommends XSplit Broadcaster and XSplit Gamecaster. Now, these are options that I haven't tried yet, but the reason I haven't tried it yet is because they don't work with Mac. They only work with Windows. And the last one is Wirecast Play. That's something I'm going to try out. The one I tried is the one down at the bottom here that isn't verified. It's called Open Broadcaster Software. And I can understand why it's not verified. It's because it's a little bit buggy. The Wirecast Play is free to use, but they embed it. You can get a basic version of it $9.99, but if you want to really use it properly, it's like $279. And if I'm going to do a lot of streams, that's something I could look at. But hopefully I don't have to go down that route. I'll maybe give the $10 version a try, see what it's like. If it does work, I'll spend the money. But hopefully I don't have to. YouTube apparently have realised that they're way behind in this live streaming game, and they're releasing an app called YouTube Connect. There's not too much information about it yet, but the hope is that it's going to allow at least HD streaming. 4K streaming would be absolutely amazing. I'd run out and buy a 4K webcam if it was possible, and I'd upgrade my internet package if that was possible. And I'm not sure if it's only going to be through your app. It might only be through your phone or through your tablet. But even the ability to do that, I love the idea of just holding up my phone and doing a live stream for my channel, for my visitors, and I can do it anywhere, you know. And you know, as I said, I could upgrade my internet package for my home for quicker uploads, but I could also do it for my phone. I could get more data. I can increase my data allowance so that when I'm out and about, I could just get my phone and I could live stream something. And this really opens up a lot of really great opportunities for people that are producing videos for YouTube. And it's not just gamers, you know. At the moment, gamers are kind of driving this live thing forward, you know, gaming and gaming commentary. Websites such as Twitch and Ustream and Facebook Live, we're starting to see live interviews and events as well. But I love the idea of just pulling out my phone and just streaming live to my channel, because it doesn't matter where I am. If I'm somewhere, you know, in town and I see something cool, I don't have to record it and then go home and then edit it and then fix the audio and then upload it. I can just live stream the event using my phone, and then I can, you know, that's it. The benefit of doing this is that it uploads straight to YouTube. My friend Brian, he was asking about Brian, actually, he's my coach at my club, and he was talking about Twitch and saying that I should do a tutorial on Twitch. He's interested in maybe doing something with Twitch, and it just kind of shows you how mainstream this is now, where you've got just gamers who are just wanting to record videos now, and I think it's great. I mean, I actually love, some people will never understand this, but I love watching other people playing games and commentating on it. So I love the fact that this is becoming a thing. There's a South Park parody video on this you need to check out. It's quite funny, but this is something that is going mainstream, and you need to remember, you know, if you're my age, I think a lot of people my age, they still watch TV, they still watch like films and things like that. I've not actually watched TV in a long time, like in my own home. I don't have an aerial. I've never had an aerial in this house. You know, I've been in this house 5 or 6 years now. I've never had an aerial. I've never wanted to have an aerial. I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. I watch movies on Amazon Prime and things. And it just shows you how the shift of technology and the shift of the way that people are consuming content. Websites such as YouTube are obviously a heavy influence on this. And I think that live streaming is as much as, you know, the jump from, was it 240p, then it went 480, then 720, and then the big thing was 1080p in YouTube. These were all significant milestones in YouTube and in online video. But I think this live streaming thing is really going to take it forward. We're going to see perhaps new devices once YouTube does this. We're going to perhaps see in the next generation of cameras, the next generation of phones, we're going to see features built into these devices, into phones and cameras and laptops and tablets that allow these live streaming. That is something I really hope happens, because if it becomes popular, if it becomes more popular to stream, we might see cameras coming with better built-in microphones, and we might see more devices coming out that are going to help people stream. I'm sure there are people out there who watch this channel who have got their own YouTube channel, or they're interested in doing something like that. And as well, if you're a gamer, you've got Twitch. YouTube, I've got YouTube Gaming just now, but they're really kind of falling behind. The YouTube Gaming app allows live streaming, but I don't think it's as evolved as Twitch. The thing is, I think that this is going to be fantastic when this gets established. If you're in my position just now, you watch this channel and you're thinking about doing a video, I would perhaps wait back a month or two and pay attention and kind of hold back and check out this YouTube Connect thing. This is going to be a really big app, a really significant milestone. I'm hoping it doesn't disappoint, because Google disappoint quite frequently with all their different projects. And I'm hoping this is something that's really going to allow people to produce videos easier on YouTube. Now, my friend Brian was saying today, and he said, "Why don't you do Twitch?" And it's Twitch is something I want to try, but one of the reasons I want to go with the YouTube Connect is, with Twitch is a different audience, so you're kind of starting from scratch in a way. You can't really transfer your audience over. You know, and I mean, I'm sure if you've got a huge, massive, you know, if you've got 1 million subscribers on YouTube, you could say, check me out at Twitch, and you get some followers there. You know, I don't have that yet. But one of the good things is, if you live stream through YouTube, once the video's finished, once you've stopped streaming, you have the option of just publishing that video on your channel. And that's great because you're going to get live viewers and you're going to get viewers later on for years and years down the line. People can watch your videos and you can get advertising from it. Well, obviously ad blocking is making that difficult, but you can get it's going to contribute to your channel. From a producing point of view, this is going to save a lot of time as well. You're not going to have to mess about so much with editors, you know, with Premiere Pro or, you know, whatever your video editing software is. And I'm not saying, I mean, live streaming, I guess in some respects it's kind of lazy video producing, but I think this is good. I think there's loads of benefits to coming out, and I'm hoping that there's, you know, it's not just a basic streaming app. I'm hoping that there's, for example, the support for your own microphones if it goes through your phone, the support for perhaps 2 webcams, perhaps 3 sources. It'd be amazing if I could stream what I was looking at the web, if I could stream a video, if I could stream a camera there and a camera there. There's not a lot of information about this. If you look on online just now for YouTube Connect, there's not a lot of information about it because it's still in development. But the fact that Google have announced that it is being developed means that it's hopefully just around the corner. So if you're into live streaming, if you've got your own channel, please do check it out. YouTube Connect. Pay attention to YouTube Connect in the news, etc. You should see news about it, and I'm sure I'll cover it in the future as well. But in the meantime, if you want to do live streaming, you do have other options. I've mentioned a few of them already. You have Facebook Live. If you have a Facebook page, you have Periscope, and Periscope goes well with Twitter. Ustream is a really good option as well. And if you're into gaming, obviously Twitch is the daddy. You know, it's the most popular option. So check that out as well. And hopefully in a few months' time, we're going to have YouTube Connect and perhaps even a few other options. In the meantime, if you want to try out live streaming, what I recommend you do is you go to upload on your YouTube channel. You go to the little box down here. You've got input videos, then you've got live streaming. Click on get started. And if you go to the checklist at the top where it says set up encoding software, if you click on that, there's a guide to encoding. And that leads you to 5 or 6 different options. What have you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 5 different options there. One's for your app. 3 different types of software, and you've got a video capture card, and then you've got another one at the bottom. You've got a 6th one at the bottom, OBS. That's the one. OBS is actually a really good program. It's just for live streaming, it seems really kind of fidgety. But there's a lot of options that page. So if you want to do live streaming in the meantime, you can do it through YouTube through by following this page for different software, the links with YouTube, or you can go with Twitch, Periscope, Facebook Live, Ustream, that kind of thing. Check it out. If you do live streaming yourself, please do leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about it from y'all. I don't profess to be an expert on this. This is something I'm learning myself. The fact that my video the other day was totally out of sync with the audio should highlight the fact that I've got a lot to learn about this. But I'm keen on this. I want to get it done. So here's hoping the software and the technology moves forward this year, and it will hopefully allow me to do more streams for y'all. Please leave a comment below, please share, please subscribe and like. And until next time, guys, take care. And as always, if you've got any questions about any of this, you can email me on my website, muldoon.com, or leave a comment below, and I'll try and do a different video or I'll address it in another video for you in the future. Thanks, guys, and have a good weekend. Cheers.